In lesson 16, we're going to make the distinction between ratios and rates. Ratios are comparisons of two numbers, and no words are included in the ratios. On the other hand, a rate uses the words to describe what those numbers relate to. In example 1, we look at the price of Diet Cola, which was on sale at $10 for every 4 packs of Diet Cola. How much do 2 packs of Diet Cola cost if 4 packs cost $10? We could make a table, or we could simply consider these as equivalent ratios. So if the cost is 10 to 4, we could divide both the numerator and denominator by 2, which would give us $5 for 2. In question B, how much does 1 pack of Diet Cola cost? Well, as we simplified to $5 for 2, we could divide by 2 again, and that would give us $2.50 for 1. Continuing on, the exploratory challenge is a similar situation. Tegan was going to Garner Realm to get new video games, and the sale was $65 for 4 video games. So he bought 3 games for himself and 1 game for his friend Diego, but he doesn't know how much Diego owes him for 1 game. So we're going to write the original ratio of $65 to 4 games. And then to find out how much for 1, the easiest way for us to do that would be to divide 65 by 4. Then we would know how much for 1. So 65 divided by 4 . 65 divided by 4, which we'll do a little longhand division right now. 4 goes into 6 one time, which is 4. We'll subtract, leaving us with 2. Bring down the 5. 4 goes into 25 6 times, which is 24. Leaving us with 1. And since this is money, we'll add a decimal point and a couple of zeros so that we can get the cents part of our answer. 4 goes into 10 twice. Don't forget your decimal point in your answer, which is 8. Leaving us with 2. Bring down that last 0. And 4 goes into 0 5 times. So the video games cost $16.25 each. And Tegan only gave his friend 1, so his friend owes him $16.25. In question 2, we have a table that shows the distance that some of these football fans took when they were driving from New York to Oklahoma to see a big game. The two quantities that are being compared would be our distance in miles and our time in hours. or miles and hours. Knowing that, in question B, the ratio of the two quantities for Andre's car would be 208 to 4. Remember, the ratio is just the numbers. The rate, on the other hand, would be 208 divided by 4, and then we need to put the units in as well. So Andre's rate is 52 miles per hour. Mateo's ratio is 456 to 8. And so when we divide 456 by 8, we get a rate of 57 miles per hour, which we can also abbreviate MPH. Janae's ratio is 300 to 6. And when we divide those numbers, we get 50 miles per hour. And finally, Grayson's ratio is 265 to 5. And when we divide those numbers, we get a rate of 53 miles per hour. Finally, we're asked to circle the unit rate and put a box around the rate unit. So we would circle the number we calculated and put boxes around the miles per hour, since that is the rate unit. In question 3, we find a problem about words per minute, and we need to compare and see if Dominique would qualify to have the job at this new publishing company. Dominique can type 704 words in 16 minutes. So in order to find Dominique's rate, we'll need to divide 704 by 16. And that would give Dominique a rate of 44 words per minute. Now we need to go back into the requirement for that company. And it says the publishing company wants to find someone who can type at least 45 words per minute. Dominique can type 44 words per minute. So she does not make the 45 words per minute requirement. Remember, a ratio is a comparison of two quantities, and a ratio can be written as a rate, but typically when we're going to write a rate, we divide the two numbers in the ratio, and then we do need to put in the rate unit, for example, miles per hour.